All right, folks, you were looking at a homemade soil sifter. Now, a soil sifter makes gravel as well as soil. That's if you have rocky dirt and soil like we do. But yeah, I was able to use the gravel and the sand. So we dug out right here on the property. And the reason why is we wanted to put a pool in. Well, we dug out an area for a swimming pool, dug out an area for a trampoline, and sifted that dirt. And it was a really kind of dirty sand. I don't know what you would call it, but it worked out perfect for underneath the swimming pool. And then the gravel and rock that accumulated we used on the driveway and in certain spots on the driveway. But anyway, folks, so yeah, all pressure treated, and I'll do another video of me using it. But right now I want to kind of show you what I've done here. And yeah, well, you can see somebody put an old license plate on there, so that was one of the grandkids. But I mean, that is it. It works so good, folks. And this is just a 1/2 inch, wire mesh stuff. And then I've got the 2x4s behind it, the 2x4 fencing behind it. None of it is real heavy duty stuff, but it worked perfect. And yeah, move it around with the excavator, no issues. What I do is I run the excavator up, lift this up by hand, put it on the blade, and then you can see I've got a strap. I just put my bucket up there and hook that strap to the bucket and lift up and go wherever we need to go. So it worked out perfect. Yeah, I could have did some things different. So that bottom board, well, as you can see, I mean, I used this thing, and no dirt stayed in there, so that's a good thing. Probably should have raised it up a little more, but it works just exactly like it is. I'll probably put another 2x4 in through here somewhere, and that'll be it. So yeah, works pretty good. Now if this stuff starts to get, where it's pushing in really bad, I'll just run some 2x4s up in there. But I don't want the thing too heavy. It's not that heavy. It's pressure treated. The pressure treated wood is somewhat dried out. Once it gets totally dried out, well, it'll be awesome. I do have to put sides on it. It is 8 feet wide, so I probably don't have to have sides on it because it's so big, but I'm going to put sides on it just so far up on both sides. Yeah, and that'll be it. The John Deere will fit right up under there and scoop away. So when I built it, I actually put the John Deere under there to make sure it would work. So it does work. But yeah, I probably overbuilt a little bit, but yeah. So all galvanized nails, but I will go back with some screws. I wanted the strength of the nails, the shear strength of the nails, but then I need to go back with some screws, and that way them screws help keep it good and tight. Yeah, super happy with it. So let's see. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I don't know, 17, 18 2x4s, all pressure treated. So how much are they? Let's just say they're $5 a piece, and 20 times 5, that's $100. And then we've got a little bit of fencing, which we had, but we did use. So, I mean, that costs money. So that's a little bit of money there, and then this half-inch mesh wire mesh is expensive. So yeah, yeah. So let's just say we've got about $180 in it. Let's say 200 with the nails and everything. Let's say we've got $200 in it. Well, I couldn't have got the sand that I made for $200. There'd have been no way. We made a ton of sand. Plus, I ended up with gravel that I was able to put in some potholes here in the driveway. I'll be able to use this thing probably, well, there's no telling how many more times, several more times before it just completely falls apart. But as we use it, of course, we can repair it and keep it going forever. Yeah, so well worth it, that's for sure. Well worth it. Didn't take long to make. It didn't look at anybody's design, from watching YouTube, of course, through the years. I had an idea of what I wanted. And that's it. So let me tell you, with our soil, with what we have here, it is absolutely not worth making one out of metal. That was what I was going to do. I was going to make one out of metal and put a shaker on it and have it shake and sift through real good. But I am telling you, there's no need for all that. This thing works perfect. So go ahead and make you a big one like this. You can put wheels on it. You can do what you want to do. A lot of times they do a lot of things different. Sometimes it'll be plywood up to here, because the rocks and stuff build up. I don't see any sense in doing that. Not for me. I will put I'll put some whatever on the sides, maybe some 5/4 board. I don't know. Yeah, that's it, folks. Not bad. Now, I'll do a video of me using this thing, but I just wanted you to see how it's made. Kind of explains itself. And we'll see. We'll see how long it lasts before I have to start redoing some of it, shoring it up or what have you. But I think I've got a little too much wood on there. Time will tell. So, the reason I didn't use, and what you could do, is get the the big squared, what do they call it? It's like welded wire for concrete and that sort of thing. So get you something super duty and put on there first, and then put the lighter stuff on there. I didn't do that. I didn't want to put the money in it. And if I see one day that it needs it, that we'll just rip off what's there and redo that. But this worked great for what we wanted. And yeah, so we'll be using this thing over and over and over again for sure. Anyway, folks, soil sifter. Yeah. So really what I want it for, we needed it for the swimming pool. But what I want it for is for the gravel, making gravel, because we have so much gravel, we have so much rock in our property. I believe that I can sift through certain areas and just come up with a ton of gravel. So, and that's what we need for the driveway, folks, is gravel. Anyway, soil sifter, we'll see you.